What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a good week. Just a few trades for me today, and I'm going to make this one pretty quick. So I was just going to dive right into here. CYBL was the first trade of the day. Sub penny. I'm not a big fan of sub pennies. It's just I just don't really like the way they move. And when they move, they move. I mean, as you can see, it freaking just ripped at the end of the day. I just saw this now as I got home and just hopped on my laptop and opened things up. So I was waiting for that momentum shift and that bounce, right? And oops, what am I doing? So I kind of got my trend line going on here. Kind of just waiting for it to break out a trend. I saw that last couple of days it was really just kind of going sideways. So I just got my lines up there where support and resistance kind of is. And today it perked out of it, it was looking pretty good. And I took a position at 41 here. I really wanted to risk 4, but I have to have my stop down at 3.9 because if I have my stop here at 4 and the bid's sitting at 4, I mean, I'm probably going to get stopped out. So that's the one thing I really don't like about sub pennies. So that's kind of annoying, especially because I'm trading small size. The commissions suck. So yeah, I was just wrong in the morning, and really should have just. This is where patience really comes in, to where you could take a small starter. Okay, it doesn't work out, and then I did trade some listed stocks, so I'm going to get into those. But this is where just patience comes in and just keeping an eye on things. And I did get the alert here when it tapped 44. I just never looked at it, so I did have an alert there, and I would say to always kind of set alerts so you're just prepared and you can try to catch some plays that you forget about. So yeah, this made a really nice move into the end of the day, and it actually it closed as a multi-day breakout. So pretty sweet right there. I'm not gonna lie, little jealous that I didn't capture any of that. But just it was like probably close to a $50 loss. I think I got some shitty executions trying to get out, and it was a $35 loss without commission. So I'm just gonna round. I'm just gonna say it's 50. It's a $50 loss, which is great, even though it worked. So okay, that was that, and then ALF is the one we've been watching, and really it's just a super low float. It's had really good news past couple of days, which started this whole run up, and a breakout over 9. We were watching that and played. At least I didn't get to play. I'm still kind of just watching my buddy Fatty trade these things, and I'm really just learning everything I can from him. And he played this breakout here, just crushed it. The number 5, which is to get the big move on volume, and it's at all-time highs here. There's no overhead resistance. That's really why we love it. It's a low float. No overhead resistance, trading good volume, got good news. This is A+ setups right here. So beautiful multi-day breakout. And oops, get out of there. So you get the start of the run up. Consolidates really nicely. This is that beautiful multi-day breakout forming, and then you get the push. And I think no, I didn't trade that day. But here, you're looking for the number 5. So we traded it here, and then as it was failing to break down, this morning it was clearly just it was a multi-day breakout over 1620s, 1630s, and so this morning. We're watching it, and we're watching it all in here. I've been trying to stay home for a solid hour in the morning before going off to work, so I can seriously sit down and watch these morning movers. I think there's a lot of potential if I could sit here for the first hour and capture some of these moves. So I know Fatty bought somewhere in here, and I was actually very patient with my buy and really wanted to see this consolidate and give me some kind of dip back towards VWAP and back towards this low here that it kind of tried to put in. Well, it did put in like the 1620s, like 1620 was the low, and that's really where my risk was 1620, and I bought the dip at 1650, risking 1620. I had small size compared to what I could have had if I would have just stuck to like $25 my $25 max loss. I didn't even put that in and calculate it. I knew this. I just knew that this was small size, and I really just wasn't worried about it. So I got a really good fill, and it was just a starter. I had my alert set for not the very top, but like right in here, 1630s, so I could try to add into the high of day break, and it just kind of ripped up. And I was driving to my first job, so I wasn't able to get the add, and I probably could have if I really wanted to, but since I've been on like a stupid little losing streak and I've just been kind of down, I really just was like, okay, I'm just gonna play this safe, like I'm still just getting back into the swing of trading listed, and I'm just gonna take my single. So I just took my single for 1650 to 1770. So yeah, not very good, in the big picture, move. It's, it touched 20, almost 21. Now I sold at 1770. The high of day was 1760s. Like, come on, And he was way more patient. I think he sold into like 18s, 19s, and even then he knew he was selling too soon, and he wanted it to touch 20. So that was a beautiful play for sure. And then last one is TRCH. It's not a low flow, but it was trading good volume, and it is a number 5 that we are looking for. So it 5 day. So yesterday did have a really nice morning spike, but it finished right on the day. So technically shorts are still in control, and the number 5 is still in play. So today I was really looking at it for like a high of day break over 520, 525 pre-market high, and I waited for the dip, got some at 525 on one of these higher lows here, was holding it. I really kind of I was risking 515, Jesus, sorry, 515, and when it made this higher low here and was kind of holding trend, I brought my stop up, and this little wick here stopped me out. I should have just stuck with the 515 cut, but it is what it is. It ended up failing anyway, so it's definitely still on play for number 5. But yeah, that's about it for me today. I'm going to keep this one short, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys took something from it, and hope you guys have a great weekend. Catch you guys Monday.